La dolce vita, or the beautiful life, is something that we all really strive for. And Olivia Becker, who is back in our kitchen, is here to help us make life more beautiful with delicious treats. She's part of Dalla Fonte, the local Seattle company that brings a taste of Italy right to your doorstep. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for coming here to teach us how to make the most traditional Italian treat. And I was always intimidated by this, but you're gonna make it so easy for us. So what are we making? You tell the audience.
Yes, so we are making Italian biscotti, which has been a part of my childhood, a big part of it, every memory, and then a big part of our travels. And finally I had the opportunity to learn how to make it and realized it's really not that difficult. So we'll take you through today from start to finish, and then all the ways we can enjoy it.
And it's so good. Very few times when a chef gets here, before we even do the segment, do I actually grab something. I know it's rude, but I did, and it's amazing. So let's get started. How do we get started making biscotti?
Yeah. So like everything in Italian cooking, it's very simple. It's all about good ingredients, but simple ingredients. So we have some flour.
The whole thing
in there? The whole thing, dump it in.
Is this a special kind of flour, or is this like European flour? My grandma swears by European flour.
No, it is just your basic flour. Everything here we picked up at QFC.
Oh, nice.
So we've got sugar. Very interesting to see the ratios of flour to sugar.
All right, should I put the sugar here?
Yeah, put it all in. It's all measured for you.
Okay, so this is like 2 cups of sugar, 3 cups of flour, maybe?
Yeah, about.
Okay,
about.
all right.
And then we have softened butter, so throw that in.
All right.
That's a lot of butter. But yeah, this is what makes it so good.
Okay.
And then eggs and baking powder. And now, so this is the foundation of any biscotti. But today what we have are some almonds and also the zest of a lemon, because that's just a combination we love. Traditionally, there are a few different nuts that Italians use, either almonds or pignoli, which are pine nuts.
Just throw it all in?
Yeah, throw it all in. We made it easy for you today. And then the almonds. You actually don't even need to chop the almonds because we will be slicing them later.
That was a question that our producer Susie, who is a chef in her own right, she asked.
Yep. Nope, you don't have to do that. And then the zest of a lemon.
Now, could you put lemon juice in here, or would that mess the whole thing up?
I prefer it with the zest, but honestly, this is the thing with biscotti and Italian cooking. It seems intimidating, but really, it's simple. So if you want to cheat with a little lemon juice just to get the flavor, I'm sure that's fine.
Yeah, my grandma likes lemony things, but she's lost her taste buds a little bit, so I really got to make it lemony.
Okay, well then the zest might actually help. So zest and lemon juice.
All right, so dealer's choice if you want to double
dealer's choice. Same with the nuts. So what's interesting about biscotti is, so what that word means is twice baked. So that's what gives it that super crunchy feel whenever you're in Italy and you kind of bite into it. That's why it's made for dunking.
Right.
So after you mix that up, you are going to create a dough that looks like this. This is the magic of television, where we already have it prepared.
I'm going to do this while
Amity.
you do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you do once you mix that dough is you want to create 4 little sausage rolls. And this is not like pizza or pasta dough. You can see it's definitely sticky. This is from the butter and the sugar.
Okay.
But on a baking pan, what you're going to want to do is form it into this nice, sticky
little
log.
So it doesn't even have to be fancy, you just do it. Okay.
No, in fact, I was doing this with my son Luca last night, and I was like, no, don't touch those. I need to make them picture perfect. He was like, no, Mom, it's biscotti. And it's true. I mean, it's...
Luca just
put
you.
Luca, absolutely 10 years old. He puts me in my place.
11-year-old.
Yeah, so you know.
I know how that goes.
So this is the shape that you want to have it on a baking sheet.
Yeah.
And then you bake it for about 20 minutes. Now, this is classic Italian cooking. Nothing is very specific. It's like, bake it until it's kind of firm and golden brown.
Right.
So that's exactly what we have here.
Okay.
So this is what you will get out of the oven after about 20 minutes. Obviously, this is not biscotti. And I remember the first time I made this, I was like,
oh, did I mess up?
What is this? Yeah, have I messed up?
I get
What is this that we're seeing?
Okay.
So my hands are messy right now, but you are going to take the knife.
Okay.
And what's very important is you want to cut on the angle, because that's...
Oh, okay. Ooh. Oh, you almost had a party foul.
Almost lost the
Not
line.
us, Olivia, not us. Okay, so on the bias like this, right?
Yeah, there, exactly, exactly. So you want to do that with all of the logs that you bake. Usually you should have about 4.
Okay.
And again, this will be done on a cutting board, but then you transfer them back onto the baking sheet.
Do you need to let them cool? I mean, not just for your hands, but just for the process? Do you need to let them cool a little bit?
Yeah, good point. Let them cool. It's easier to cut as well.
Were these pistachios?
Yeah, so this is pistachios, because in my family, we are obsessed with pistachio. So then what you do on the baking sheet, you just put them on their side, and you'll just line them up like this.
Oh, okay.
And you'll bake them again until they have this dark brown color.
Wow.
So until they're toasty and done. So that is the twice baked part of the biscotti.
I understand that you learned this in your ancestral hometown of Sulmona.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Oh
Bacon.
my goodness. Oh, this is one of my favorite pictures. So my family came from Sulmona, Abruzzo, which is the region east of Rome on the Adriatic Sea.
Okay.
And now that I'm as old as I am, I've lost my great-grandparents and my grandparents and a lot of those traditions. And of course, nobody wrote anything down.
Right.
And so I found a woman named Rosie and her mother, and they invite you into their kitchen. And what they have done is documented all of the recipes of her Italian nanny who passed away. And as you can imagine, this was quite a feat to try to figure out, like, what were the proportions? What were the ingredients?
Right.
So we spent the day in her kitchen, and one of the things we put together was this biscotti. And I was so excited to now adopt this as like our own family recipe biscotti. So we joked that we were cousins, but it was just wonderful to be there.
That's how it is.
Probably. I mean, it's a small world.
Yeah, not made. I love that.
Yeah. So, so we're family now, and this is their recipe that we've started to augment over the last couple years.
That you're sharing with all of our family.
Yeah, exactly. So this is my favorite thing to make. It brings me to Italy.
Okay.
It connects me with the ancestors, and the best part is eating it.
So let's get to that part because I'm hungry.
So biscotti.
Yes.
So biscotti is crunchy, and it's crunchy for a reason, because it is made for dipping. Now, I think a lot of people think espresso or tea for dipping.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Okay.
We have that here. But actually, traditionally in areas like Tuscany, we dip it in Vinsanto, which is a sweet dessert wine.
May I?
You may.
Are you going to join me,
Oh,
my friend?
I will too.
Okay.
And so what's really funny about this, I mean, this is like the highlight of my trips to Italy. They give you a bottle of Vinsanto and just a big old bowl of biscotti, and this is how you finish your meal. You dip, and then you...
It's got like a sour that goes with the sweetness. I'm ashamed as an Italian. I never. Okay.
Oh, I mean, this is how you need to end all of your meals at home.
I'm gonna try the. I turn it around. I'm not double dipping.
Dip it in there.
Around. Okay.
So at my house, we end with, do you want espresso or Vinsanto? Other things to do with it, I love a Sambuca. We're a big Sambuca family.
Okay.
So you can finish with anything sweet. So we also have another dessert wine over there.
Okay. I'm gonna grab one more.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try the. I'm gonna do it.
Do it in the gelato.
I'll do it in the gelato. But I want to ask you, before I let you go, what's new with the subscription boxes?
Oh, yeah. So we have our fall release coming out. So we have quarterly boxes. The next release is coming out September 1st, which is right around the corner. We're going to be featuring specialties from Liguria. So that is the home of the basil pesto. We have a specialty pasta that one of our producers made for us, who will actually be visiting in the fall during our producer trip to Italy. And then a few other surprises.
Did you put anise in this?
And there's anise, fresh anise in there too.
Now I know she's Italian. All right, so check out the Dalla Fonte box. I can't believe I haven't ordered this yet. I've got to. This is a great gift for any family member, especially if you have Italian heritage and you're kind of far from it. What a great way to kind of reconnect.
Yeah.
Such a good pleasure to see you. I always love having you here. Come back anytime.
Yes.
And by the way, you can find lots of recipes from the Italian chefs Dalla Fonte works with, plus all the subscription box options. We've got that link on our website. We'll make it easy for you.
The New Day Northwest Kitchen is brought to you by Safeway.